Hey guys, what is up, the Gaming Gadget here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Arrow Season 6, Episode number 12. We are now a little bit over halfway through the season, and one of our biggest questions so far is who sent that fake footage of Arrow killing Cayden James' son. Well, in this episode they mentioned that it must be someone on Cayden James' team, and therefore he would have another traitor besides just a vigilante. So that leaves us with only a couple options. The people on Cayden James' team so far are Anatoly, Ricardo Diaz, Laurel Lance, or Black Siren. And then some of the other options could be Elena, who is Felicity's Helix friend, or someone else from Helix as he owned the company. Or it could be our reporter friend from last season, Susan Williams, which I'll talk about a little bit later in this video. Now, just because some of these people don't know how to hack doesn't mean that they did it themselves, as most of them have a lot of money and they could hire someone to do it for them. Now, this person has to have a lot of beef with the Arrow, whoever they are. And pretty much everyone on this list has a lot about him that they don't like. Now, I do think that they're going to choose someone who we are familiar with already, unless they introduce them very soon. So for the sake of the theory, I'm just going to cross out the option of it being someone else from Helix, as we don't really know anyone but Elena. Now, I wouldn't say that it's Black Siren either, as she is trying to communicate with Quentin, and obviously still feels feelings and emotions for him, with her father on Earth 2 having died previously. And he obviously loves Star City, and so she wouldn't be the one to try to bring it down, in the sense of convincing Cayden James to take it over. I think the only reason why she decided to join his team was because he rescued her from Lian Yu, and therefore she basically owes him her life. And Ricardo Diaz, I think he still likes the city enough. He's still getting his business from there, at least what he has left of it. And so for that sake, I don't think that he would be the one to initiate the destruction of the city, but I think that because of his beef with the Arrow, he'd be willing to destroy it. So our last three options are Anatoly, the reporter girl, and Elena. Now, if Anatoly, we know that he has vowed to ruin Oliver's life. Obviously, the city is important to him. That might be a factor in him wanting to destroy it. Being leader of the Bratbot, he probably has a lot of money to pay someone to fake the footage. My only problem here, though, is that whoever Cayden got this from, he probably trusted enough not to look and see if it was hacked in the first place, as Felicity was obviously able to figure out that it was. Therefore, Cayden James probably had to trust this person enough to just assume that it wasn't hacked in the first place and believe the footage. And Anatoly's homeland being Russia, I don't think that they would have really communicated ever, at least not enough to trust him at that level. So our last two options are Elena and Susan Williams. Although Susan Williams is dead now, she was alive at the time that they went to Hub City, which is when Cayden James received the fake footage, so she is still a possibility. Now, Susan Williams obviously did a lot of investigation on Oliver being the Arrow, found a lot of old pictures of him, uncovered a lot of evidence, and even had plans to fight against him. Now, not knowing what her connections really are, she could have been friends with Cayden James before, and I know that she was looking to destroy the Arrow. Except, I don't think that she really hated him that much in order to go out of her way and try to get a whole city to be destroyed because of her anger against him. So she's ruled out as well. Which leaves Elena as the culprit. She worked with Cayden James before. Obviously, Cayden probably only hired the people who he did trust in the first place right off the bat. And seeing as she even rescued him afterwards, that probably went to gain another portion of his trust as well. Knowing that Oliver is the Arrow, she probably also could have told Cayden James that. She obviously has the hacking skills to fake the footage, and because we know so little about what she does in her free time, unlike the rest of these people, for all we know, she could hate the Arrow and be plotting against him as well. I mean, before this season, we didn't even know that Cayden James hated the Arrow, so it wouldn't come to as big of a surprise as me if Elena didn't either. So I mean, in reality, she's really a traitor to both sides. The fact that Felicity wasn't able to uncover anything until she showed up says a lot as well, as her probably knowing where to look for this evidence in order to make Himuro trust her as well, and she was able to find it since she was the creator of it. Anyway, so guys, make sure to tell me what you think about that theory down below. If you think she's the one planning the false footage, or if you think it's someone else, tell me down below, and I'll try to respond to as many of you guys as possible. Anyway, so guys, moving on. Vincent died in this episode. The true question is he really dead? Now, as I talked about earlier, Black Siren is trying to become a better person, it seems. And her ability to kill is getting harder and harder of an act for her to commit. So this is a crazy theory, but is it possible that her and Vincent could be trying to take down Cayden James from the inside together? and that death from Vincent was actually fake. It is a little bit weird that Vincent had died before and now they're trying to make him die again. We usually don't see deaths from characters twice. It just puts bad ratings on for the show, which is why it made me wonder whether he's really dead or not. On one side, we have the fact that he's a new element to Team Arrow, and we haven't really seen him on screen too much ever since we found out that he was the Vigilante, which was a huge secret in last season, and so it really surprises me that they kill him off so early on in this one. Plus the facts of Black Siren's morals changing, plus Vincent and Dinah's relationship falling down so suddenly, makes me wonder if he actually is dead. However, on the other side, you know that we actually saw a spear stick in through his chest and his face going all black when Black Siren screamed in his ear. But with his super healing powers, who knows if he's actually dead? I'm gonna leave this one up to you guys to decide. Is he dead or is he alive? Has he actually teamed up with Black Siren or what, guys? Tell me down below. Like I said, I'll try to respond to as many of you guys as possible. Another question is, when will Team Arrow get back together? We see them kind of growing closer and closer each episode, but not quite touching. So what's the deal here? When are they actually going to join forces again? My prediction would be it's kind of a little bit later into the season. They haven't had too much time to show off the two different teams working separately. It's only been a couple episodes, but I think that Vincent's death may bring them just a little bit closer in the process. If you guys have seen my last couple of videos, you know that I think that they'll get back together with either Dinah or William or both getting captured, and they have to work together in order to save them, therefore strengthening their relationship along the way, developing more trust together, in working with each other once more. Anyways, in the promo and at the end of this episode, we kind of saw that Dinah wanted to kill all of Team Cayden James, with Black Siren being the first victim. Whether she's actually gonna kill her or not, guys, I don't know. It's a close one, but in my opinion, we've already experienced a Laurel dying before, and I don't think that they're gonna want to go through that process again. But if Vincent really is already dead, who knows how they're going to handle this one. The fact that Earth 1 Laurel was the main character for so long in the beginning of the show changes things up a little bit. I don't think they're going to actually kill her. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure to tell me your theories down below on any of these subjects or any other ones that you guys have in mind. I will see you guys on next time. Thanks for watching, and of course, Gadget on.